to another episode of TubeTalk.
Thank you, Kate. It's a bit noisy outside, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
These trucks going past.
Yes, hopefully you'll be able to hear us.
But it's exciting. We're coming up to Melbourne Cup week.
Yes. So we had Tatta's horses in training.
Sale, yes,
Oh,
last week.
Sale.
Yeah, and Matt's been up in England and he's bought us 3 horses, all under budget.
Woohoo.
Yeah, really happy. 2 colts and a filly. All very progressive, exciting stayers heading to Australia. Look, they probably won't be up on the website. We're talking with people directly who are interested in having shares. So if you are interested, drop me an email, albert@GoRacing, and I can send you the details. There's a horse to be running for $125,000 on a Saturday in Australia. Or give us a call. 0508 Go Racing.
Okay, so we had 2 winners last week. Pull your socks up was the first.
Yeah, really good win. Riding was on the wall. We talked about it last week. Her first up run was very good for 6th. And great ride by Sam Spratt. She got her over from a wide barrier onto the fence, pulled out and accelerated away for a good win. Very, very progressive mare. She'll go right through to black type. This preparation, yeah, exciting times for her. And she can race up to 2,000 metres as well.
Then we also had Sanctify.
Yeah, which we touched on last week. She won, so that made it 2 winners for the week. And, excuse me, came from last, bolted in, and is heading to the middle day of Cup Week at Riccarton.
Cool. Then we had Alward, who was a good third.
Yeah, so he was... Sorry, Kate.
You okay?
He was coming back off a second. Over 2,200 metres behind a Group 1 horse, a listed race, and he was dropping back to 1,800 metres, so quite a big drop in distance, and he was finding the line really well, ran third, couldn't quite get there. He was beaten by the draw and the drop back to 1,800, so he'll step up to 2,000 metres next start on the 9th of November, and he'll be very hard to beat. He's going really well.
Cool. Then this week, at Friday at New Plymouth, we have Love Potion in race 5.
Yeah, so kicking off the weekend tomorrow, Love Potion, she was out with a bit of an injury break, but she's back. She had one run back about 5 weeks ago, and just with heavy tracks hasn't had another start. She was a bit unlucky first up. Barrier 7, Robbie Hannum in the saddle, 1,400 metres. She should settle just behind midfield, track something into the race, and should finish off well. Not sure if she's quite wound up enough to win yet, because she's had such a long break off, but I think we'll see her run pretty well, and I think we'll see her way in.
Then we have Brahmarama in race 9.
Yeah, so he's racing over 2,000 metres, has an awkward barrier draw, so he might get back in the field. He's been going nice enough. He was second a couple of starts back. The concern for him is track conditions. He'll want it at least a dead 5 on the morning of the races, otherwise we'll probably scratch because he wants a little bit of give him the track. He's got to get back, and the 2,000 metres is no problem. We've been jumping him. He's really well, but tough from the draw.
Then at Friday at Moonee Valley
in Australia.
In race 2, we have Sail.
Yeah, so he's running the $50,000 maiden at Moonee Valley. Only 10 runners. He's drawn wide his first 2 starts back this time in, and he's hit the line really hard for 4th both times. Mile suits, he's got barrier 3, Michael Walker in the saddle. He trialled up very, very well last Friday. He should be able to settle hand, and he has. He's a really good each way chance.
Cool. Then on Saturday at Counties, we have Might in race 2.
Yeah, Might's a very promising horse. He's had 1 start for a third in an open 2-year-old race. He came back, he trialled up and won very convincingly. He's just had a little setback, so not a major one. So it's just been a bit of a delay between his trial and his race. He's got barrier 6. Sam Spratt rides. He'll probably settle midfield-ish. He will improve a lot with this run. He's not quite... We want him peaking for Christmas time, but he's certainly still good enough to give this field a shake. He's a really promising horse coming through.
Then we have Darcy Palmer in race 4.
We do. So Darcy Palmer won here at Counties 2 starts back. Sorry, the light's just getting my eyes. He, fresh up, got back on the rail, came out, dashed at them hard, got up late and won well. Second up, he was a bit flat, but that could have been a combination of being second up and also big trip away down a Howrah for the day. So his work's been really good. He's got barrier 1, he'll probably settle midfield, and I'd expect to see him race far better than he did last start and be more like when he won at Counties 2 starts ago on a track he likes.
Awesome. Then we have Oh He Can in race 4.
So he's in the same race, barrier 15, he needs 2 scratchings to make the field. Probably won't get it. If he does, he'll have to go back and run on. He'll probably be scratched and reserved for Hastings next Sunday.
Awesome. Then Saturday at Aupuni, we have Geneva in race 2.
Geneva, fresh up, nice filly, got a lot of time for her. She's just going to improve throughout this preparation. Kozia Sano on claiming 3. She'll just relax, get reasonably back in the field, but she'll be hitting the line very hard. Might not be quite forward enough to win, but they'll be given the track that suits her, and she's a very good place bet. Can still win on ability, but will improve with the run.
Cool. Then we have Sentimental Miss in race 9.
So Sentimental Miss is entered for the Group 3 weight for age 2,000 metres at Ellerslie next Tuesday on Melbourne Cup Day, but we're just a bit concerned that the track might be too firm for her, so she'll still be nominated for that. But if the track is going to be firm, she won't run there, and she'll run in this race on Saturday. We entered her because it's a slow 7, as it's Thursday, and so it'll probably be a dead 5 at best, probably by Saturday, so good given the track for her. Does have a big weight to carry as a Group 1 winner, 58.5, and has got the outside barrier draw of 14 of 14, which makes it difficult. So she'll get back in the field, have to track something into the race. But this is the time of the year she comes right, her work's been very good. Her coat's turned, and we expect to see a much better performance from her on Saturday.
Slide out. Then, have I already said Rock Island Line? No.
No.
Okay, then Rock Island Line, race 10.
Yeah, he's very, very deserving of a win. We nominated him for 2 races, but we've elected for this rating 82 mile for 2 reasons. The track will probably be in the dead range, so that is probably better for him over a mile than 1400. And also he gets him with a lightweight of 54.5 kilos. We've put Kozia Sano on, who rode him last up very well. That'll drop him down to 52.5. We'll drop him down to 51.5, but Kozia can probably only ride him at 52.5. He should settle nicely midfield, 1 off. Should be hitting the line really hard. He's it's the lightest weight I think he's ever carried in his life, and he's really nice each way chance, probably at nice odds.
Awesome. Then Saturday at Rosehill, we have Sir Pippin in race 3.
Yeah, our last runner for Saturday, Sir Pippin. He is fresh up. He was late scratch last week because he just got caught in the barriers. He struck a field of only 9. The 1500 metres will be too short for him, but he should be hitting the line well. He's in for a really good preparation. He's probably a place chance. And I just want to talk, Kate, about Sunday.
Okay.
Mocho Carrara. We've got 3 runners. We have Severin racing in race 1, and she is 3rd up. She's run 6th and 3rd. She's got a bit of a wide barrier draw. Samwin rides, and we've got the blinkers on. So she is peaking nicely for the 6th and a 3rd. Looks a nice race for her. If she can get a little bit of cover somewhere, she'll be attacking the line, and I think is a nice each way chance. Is a very nice each way chance. We also have Aristotle racing maiden 1400 metres, fresh up, lovely barrier draw. 4, he'll probably come into 3. Kozia Sano on, taking some weight off his back. Will improve for the run. He'll probably settle handy, and while he probably needs this run just to get him rock hard fit and ready for hopefully a race on the middle day of Cup Week, he's capable of running very well, and he's a sort of top 4 or 5 chance. Last runner is Major Issue in the rating 65 1400 metres. Fresh up, really happy with the way that she's coming up. Barrier 7, Lisa all press on. Again, fresh up and will need the run. She had a bit of a blow after she galloped this week, so she could just possibly peak on her run late, but I think she's in for a good preparation.
Awesome. Now it's time for Bet of the Week. So our better luck this week is Brutal at Rosehill in race 7.
Yeah, the Golden Eagle. Look, I've gone for Brutal. I know Colding's in the race who won the Epsom, and he's obviously flying for me. He's got a bit of barrier draw, but I just wonder if the Epsom was his target race, and if he peaked for that, and if he has peaked for that, he might not quite be at 100. And that's just purely my assessment, where Brutal, I think, he's been targeted this race. He won over 1,200 metres fresh up, second up over 1,200 metres, he ran third, but raced like he's looking for a bit further. The 1,500 metres suits. I know he's got barrier 17, but if he can get 3 wide with cover, they'll be happy with that. And I think as this is the peak race for him and he's the Doncaster winner, I think at $5 he's good money. And I'd be interested in having a couple of dollars each way on Never No More, who is the Aidan O'Brien import, who's got pretty good international form at about $26. So that Brutal is our bit of the week.
So that concludes Tube Talk for this week.
Thank you, Kate.
It's okay.
And we shall talk to you next week post Melbourne Cup.
Bye.
Bye.
A nation roars for a hero. She's starting to wind up. 300 left to go now. Makybe Diva's racing up. Envoy's trying to go with it. They've got to Portland Singer and Lachlan River. Here comes Like a Belter and Excellent. But Makybe Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Ottazern runs on. But a champion becomes a